I made a list of like 20-something things, or like almost 20, like it was either 17 or 20 things, something like that. They need to take precedence over balance. But here's the thing. Balance is not this, it's not this magic thing where like either we do balance or we do these other things, but we can't do both. It's probably done by different people at different times. Maybe at the same time, maybe whatever. That's a Minotaur. All right, sure. Triple melee opener? All right. But there's a lot of things that are wrong with Phobies that need to get fixed. They need to be addressed. If we're planning on trying to make Phobies like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. If that's not the goal, and I think we can all imagine where this is going, of there are different goals for what the dev did. And it's not even necessarily the dev team. It could be, you know, whoever the higher-ups are that are funding Phobies. Like, say, I'm curious, Chad, what do you think? What do you think? Because the devs are going to respond. They're not going to leave the game in the state it is. At least, I don't believe they will. In my opinion, I think the devs are going to address the situation. So to focus the question, do you think the devs will actually give us more information? I don't think the devs are going to give us any more information. I think they're just going to, like, they'll give us minimal information. They're not going to give us, like, like an actual explanation. I do find it kind of cute that people, I think there's a number of people that I've seen that are like, well, what happened to the devs? They don't know how to balance anymore. And it begs the question, when did they ever know how to balance? And I'm not saying they didn't, or they don't now. Like, it's possible for people to make mistakes and still be correct most of the time, or whatever. But if you think about it, we started out, like, our first balance patch nerfed Beauty and stuff. Beauty got nerfed twice. So, Beauty was a problem. But Boss Gonzo was lurking there the whole time. Boss Gonzo gets nerfed. Then the Sentinels arise and Shove Shark. And, like, we kind of have never had a span of, like, oh, the game is great. There was always complaints, and it was just a matter of whether it reached the levels of people being as fed up as they are now. Which, again, goes back to my original point of, like, what are we balancing around? What are we trying to do? Because fixing the current problem child does not mean that there aren't more beyond that. It's just this is the noisiest one at the moment. So it becomes a matter of playing whack-a-mole unless we're fixing the underlying problems. And I think we need a standard to judge all of the Phobies against. And I'm not saying we do, the community, because I don't think the team necessarily needs to disclose that. Because, again, balance is not the most important thing. It may be better to have unbalanced, overpowered, or underpowered Phobies in order to make the game more fun than to have super balanced ones. Because the game may be then less fun. But you do need some kind of metric in order to say, this is too good, this is not good enough.